Welcome to Read With Me. Here we explore life, changing lessons and inspiring stories from books. Let's embark on a journey to learn, grow, and live more meaningfully together. Have you ever woken up in the morning and asked yourself, why am I here? Why do I keep living day after day without really knowing where I'm going or what the purpose of it all is? I've been there too. I've woken up countless mornings feeling like I was caught in an endless cycle. Work, eat, sleep, then repeat it all over again. It felt as though my life was on autopilot, moving forward, but without a clear direction. Sometimes I would sit quietly and wonder, is life just about existing? Is it about going through the motions, living unconsciously, only to one day fade away, leaving nothing meaningful behind? But then I realized something that completely shifted my perspective. We're not here just to exist. We're here to live, to create, to love, and to discover something greater than ourselves. And you know what? Inside each of us lies a purpose, a reason that makes every morning worth waking up for. But here's the real question. How do we find it? How do we uncover the purpose that makes our life truly meaningful? In today's video, we're going to explore that together. Not through abstract theories, but with practical steps. Simple, actionable ideas that you can start applying today. Ideas that can transform your perspective and lead you to a life filled with meaning and joy. Are you ready to begin this journey? Let's dive in. So, why is having a purpose so important? You might be wondering, isn't it enough to live a normal life? Work, earn money, take care of your family? Isn't fulfilling those responsibilities already enough? You know, there's a profound difference between existing and truly living. Existing is about doing what's necessary to maintain life. But living is when you feel joy, meaning, and value in every moment you experience. Think about the people you admire most. Have you ever wondered what makes them different? It's not just their success or talent. It's their clarity, their understanding of why they do what they do. They know their purpose. 1. The power of purpose. Science has shown that having a clear purpose can transform your life. Studies have revealed that people with a strong sense of purpose often live longer, happier lives. They're more resilient in the face of challenges because they have something bigger to hold on to. Imagine you're walking on a long, obstacle-filled path. If you don't know where you're going, every step feels heavy, like a burden. But when you know your destination, the challenges along the way become stepping stones. They don't feel like walls, but rather lessons helping you grow. 2. The cost of living without purpose. Now let's look at the other side. What happens if you don't have a purpose? Each day begins to feel like an endless loop. Wake up, work, eat, sleep. Yet deep inside, something feels missing. It's like you're living someone else's life, not the one you truly want. Have you ever found yourself wondering, why do I feel so empty, even when everything around me seems fine? That emptiness comes from a lack of a greater reason to wake up every morning. Without purpose, life becomes about surviving rather than thriving. Picture yourself as a boat drifting in the vast ocean. Without a lighthouse or a map, where would you go? Most likely, you'd be carried aimlessly by the waves, unsure of your destination. That's what life feels like without purpose, being swept away by the currents of daily routines and forgetting what truly matters. 3. The hope of discovering purpose. But here's the wonderful thing. You don't have to stay adrift. You don't have to feel lost. Purpose isn't something reserved for a select few. It's something each of us can discover. And here's another truth. Your purpose doesn't have to be something grand. It can come from the simplest things, helping someone in need, creating something meaningful, or simply finding joy in what you do. What matters is that it feels meaningful to you. So how do you know if you're missing purpose in your life? There are clear signs, and in the next section, I'll help you identify them. From there, we'll uncover simple, actionable steps to rediscover the light that guides your path. How do you know if you're missing a purpose in life? The signs are often there, but we tend to overlook them. Or sometimes we avoid facing the truth because it feels uncomfortable. If you recognize yourself in any of the following signs, don't worry. It doesn't mean you failed. It simply means you're on the journey to discovering what truly matters. 1. Your days feel like a meaningless loop. The first sign is that every day feels like a repetitive cycle. Ask yourself, do the past few days, weeks, or even months all feel the same? Waking up, going to work, eating, sleeping, only to repeat the process again and again? It's as if time is moving forward, but nothing really changes. You might be working hard, but you don't find meaning in what you do. Or you could be surrounded by family and friends, yet feel a growing distance, like there's a wall separating you from the people you care about. A friend once told me that every morning her first thought was, what do I need to do today just to get through it? But you see, life isn't meant to be something we merely get through. Life is meant to be lived, savored, and cherished. If your days feel like they're just slipping away, it might be a sign that you're missing a deeper purpose. 2. You lack motivation. The second sign is a lack of motivation. Every task feels like an obligation, not something you genuinely want to do. Even when you achieve something, it doesn't bring the fulfillment you were hoping for. Maybe you're completing your work on time, but it doesn't fill you with pride. Or perhaps you're chasing a goal, but it feels more like something others expect of you, rather than something you truly desire. I've been there too. I've worked hard, given my best, but at the end of the day, I'd ask myself, why don't I feel satisfied, even though I've done everything I was supposed to? It's a frustrating, empty feeling. If you feel this way, don't blame yourself. It's not because you lack ability or effort. It's simply because you haven't yet found the reason that sparks your passion and commitment. 3. You feel lost when facing challenges. The third sign is that challenges leave you feeling stuck. Even a small obstacle can make you feel overwhelmed, unsure of how to move forward. Pause for a moment, empathizing with the struggle. People with a clear purpose often see challenges as opportunities to grow. They view difficulties as lessons, as stepping stones on their journey. But without purpose, every challenge feels like a wall blocking your path, a reason to stop instead of a reason to persevere. Perhaps you've tried something new, a hobby, a project, or even a career path. But at the first sign of difficulty, you told yourself, maybe this just isn't for me. And so you stopped. Not because you weren't capable, but because you didn't have a strong enough reason to keep going. Purpose is what gives you the strength to face those walls. It's like a small but steady flame inside you, keeping you moving forward, even when the world feels dark. Transition to solutions. If you see yourself in one or more of these signs, take heart. These aren't marks of failure. They're gentle reminders that it's time to pause, reflect, and start seeking the purpose that lights up your path. And in the next part of this video, I'll share 3 simple but powerful steps to help you rediscover your purpose and create a life that truly feels meaningful. Let's continue. How do you find your purpose in life? It's a question that can feel overwhelming, as if the answer is buried under layers of doubt and uncertainty. But here's the truth. Purpose isn't something distant or unattainable. Often, it reveals itself through small, simple steps we take every day. In this section, I'll share with you 3 powerful steps that you can start applying today. These steps will not only help you uncover your purpose, but also bring clarity and confidence to your journey. Step 1. Ask yourself key questions. The first step is to take a moment to truly listen to yourself. In the busyness of life, we rarely pause to ask, what do I really want? Instead, we follow the expectations of others or chase goals society has set for us. Find a quiet space, no distractions, no notifications, and ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. What truly brings me joy and fulfillment? 2. What am I naturally good at? 3. How can I use my strengths to create value for others? Write down your answers. Don't overthink or try to make them perfect. Just be honest with yourself. This isn't about having all the answers right away. It's about starting a conversation with your inner self. I once spoke to a friend who felt trapped in her job, but when I asked her, what makes you happiest? She realized it was helping others and listening to their stories. That simple realization became a starting point for her to find greater meaning in her work. Step 2. Experiment and experience. The second step is to take action. Purpose isn't something you find by sitting and thinking. It's something you uncover by doing. Ask yourself, what have I always wanted to try but never dared to? Or, what small step can I take today to help someone else? It doesn't have to be grand. Purpose often reveals itself through the smallest actions. Sign up for a class you've always been curious about. Volunteer for a community project. Read a book that challenges your perspective. These experiences don't just expand your horizons. They help you discover what truly resonates with you. For me, I used to think I wasn't meant to share my thoughts publicly. But one day I decided to write a post about my experiences and share it online. The response was overwhelming, not just in how others connected with it, but in how it made me feel like I was contributing something meaningful. Remember, every attempt is valuable, even if it doesn't lead to immediate clarity. Each step you take is a piece of the puzzle that shapes your purpose. Step 3. Connect with others. The final step is to look beyond yourself and build connections. Purpose often lies not just in what we do for ourselves, but in the impact we have on others. Think about the last time you made someone smile, lent a helping hand, or simply listened to a friend in need. Those moments might have seemed small, but they carried immense meaning. I once met an elderly man who spent his free time teaching underprivileged children. He wasn't wealthy or famous, but he told me, "Every smile I see on those kids' faces reminds me that my life has meaning." His story showed me how purpose can be found in the simplest acts of kindness. Start small, reach out to someone you care about, offer your time to a cause, or even just be present for someone who needs support. Purpose often grows when we shift our focus from "what can I get" to "what can I give?" Connecting the steps. Ask yourself meaningful questions, experiment through action, and connect with others. These 3 steps are simple yet transformative. They're not about finding all the answers at once. They're about taking the first steps on your journey. So take a moment today. Ask yourself, what makes me happy? What can I try that's new? And who can I share this journey with? Purpose doesn't come all at once. It reveals itself in the small, meaningful choices you make every day. Now that we've explored these steps, let's reflect on everything we've learned so far and how you can apply it to your own life. In the next section, we'll summarize the key lessons and take one final step forward together. We've come a long way together in this journey, from understanding the importance of purpose to recognizing the signs that you might be missing it, and finally exploring 3 powerful steps to rediscover it. Finding your purpose isn't about reaching a destination, it's about embarking on a journey. And like any journey, it begins with one small step. Let's take a moment to recap the key lessons from this video. 1. Purpose gives meaning to our lives, turning challenges into stepping stones rather than obstacles. 2. Without purpose, life can feel like an endless cycle, draining our energy and joy. 3. You can start finding your purpose today through 3 simple steps. Ask yourself meaningful questions, experiment and embrace new experiences. Connect with others to create value and share your journey. It's not about having all the answers right now. It's about being willing to take the first step and trusting that clarity will come with each decision you make. You know, purpose doesn't have to be something grand. It can be found in the smallest moments, the smile of someone you've helped, the satisfaction of creating something meaningful, or the joy of simply being present. What matters most is that your purpose feels true to you, that it lights a fire in your heart and gives you a reason to wake up every morning with excitement, not dread. I want you to know that wherever you are right now, whatever you're going through, your purpose is within reach. It's not something you have to find overnight. It's something you uncover piece by piece as you take small, meaningful steps forward. So here's what I'd like you to do today. Take just 15 minutes to sit down with yourself. Ask, what makes me happy? What am I curious about? What's one small thing I can do today to add meaning to my life? And if this video has resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your journey, your reflections, or even your questions in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else who's searching for purpose too. And if you're looking for more guidance, inspiration, and practical tools, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Every week, I'll bring you stories, lessons, and insights to help you create a life you're proud of. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm honored to be part of your journey. Remember, each of us has a unique purpose, and the most beautiful part of life is discovering what that purpose is. I believe in you. I believe you have the courage to take the first step and the strength to keep going. Your purpose is waiting for you, and I can't wait to see the incredible things you'll do once you embrace it.
In the quiet of the night, a book comes alive. Stories unfold where dreams survive. Page by page, we journey far through the wisdom of words. We find who we are. Read with me, let's explore the skies. Dive into the depths where the magic lies. Every chapter's a step, every line's a guide. Together we'll grow